So hey friends, we are back with another interesting topic, and today we are going to talk about communism. So if you ask me why only communism, so my answer to you is if I combine all the topics such as capitalism, communism, liberalism, socialism, firstly you will not understand what am I talking, because if I explain two lines of every ideology, it's not worth it. And second, it's not worth it. So let's get started. So, I'm going to explain you it in a story format, a very simple format, which a 3-year-old kid can understand. So, let's get started. So, Communism was basically a book written by Karl Marx, the architect of communism. The book name was The Communist Manifesto. So, why he wrote that book? Because at that time, laborers were used as animals, like they were hardly exploited, and no one cares about them. So this guy arose, writes a book what he saw, and just adds a simple statement that there should be a utopia where everyone is equal. So the line is, every person must be equal and he should get what he deserves. It is a simple line. But this great line inspired the whole world around it. The first man to inspire was Lenin, who was thrown out of Russia because of his reforms and ideologies by Tsar, king of Russia. Later, he read that book and said to himself that if I cannot defeat Russia, the Tsar, with my ideology, I could defeat him with a simple communist book. So he landed to Russia, defeated Tsar as expected by a simple communist book, and formed a communist government. The fact here is Russia was the first communist country in the world. So later he modified communism into Leninism, where where Karl Marx talked about the power should be given to people, the laborers, and companies should be taken by people. Here in Leninism, the companies and the private ownerships were taken by government. So the government controlled everything, and laborers were quite happy because they were getting equal pay with profits. So later, this ideology was declined and new ideology arose, was Stalinism, or you may also call it as Stalinialization. But this ideology is the worst ideology, because in this ideology, first of all, famine happened, many people died, massacres happened, and countless crimes against the innocent people was taken place. So again, Stalin modified the uh, basic structures of communism and created his own ideologies. Later happens the Marxism. Knew the first communist leader of China, Mao Zedong? Yes. Marxism is his ideology. He just modified the communist structure into a aggressive structure, where he would forcefully take the lands and property of other people and establish a virtual equality over there. So he did so and won. I'm not going in detail about wars and other things. I want you to understand that this ideology was changed time by time by different leaders. Later Marxism happened. So this was the history and origin of communism. So what is the success rate of it? Today communist China is not fully communist China, because it has also modified its economic policies and just took some policies from capitalism. But some countries are the perfect example of communism, such as Cuba, where every person is treated equally, every person gets a same flat, a same equal pay, and same things. There is a country, I can't remember that name, but if you went to that country, the people are having same cars, the people are having same apartments, just the colors are different, but the interior design is almost same. So this country is now just on developing path. I'm not going to take the name because I have just forgotten it. So sorry. Okay, this country is on the developing path, but due to its ideologies, foreign investment are banned there, and this country could do much better, I think. So our topic ends over here. I hope you understand what is communism, origin of it, and enjoyed it. So thank you for listening, and if you are interested in more such topics, please subscribe to our podcast, Motivational Guruji.